Humidor Shop. Humidor Shop Talk. Humidor Shop Talk. Get ready. Humidor Shop Talk. Get ready. Humidor Shop Talk. Sports. Humidor Shop Talk. Cigars. Humidor Shop Talk. Get ready. Humidor Shop Talk. Get ready. Humidor Shop Talk.
Yo, what's up, man? This is your boy, Mr. SmokeFella, man. We back at you on this Saturday morning. It's a nice day outside, man. We finna bring you that sports, that breaking news, man. Everything that's been going on in sports, man. The way we do it, in the cigar lounges, the SmokeFella's presents Humidor Sports and Cigars, baby. And we coming to you straight out of Sports Zone Chicago, man. So if you don't have the app, if you don't have us on Roku, man, make sure you get us on all social media formats, man. Once the show started, you'll see the ticker around going along the bottom to show you how you can get all formats of sports zones. But make sure you start first by getting the app. So, man, check it out. We about to get it in. I got my man Lucky Lefty, KDL. He having some technical difficulties, so he'll be in. Man, I'm a little tongue tied myself, but that's last night because of my man Baby Fella, Mr. Full of Life, uh, Ty Yancey. I'm saying the whole name. We partied for his 40th last night. Man, dude, it was a whole vibe movie. We got it in. So, man, Lefty, come on in, man. What's up?
Good morning. Good morning. When I tell you a time was had last night, it was definitely had. Just goes to show our dedication, man. We still get up. We partied like rock stars last night, but still we get up and bring it. And then as soon as we done, we got to go celebrate Angry Man's 50th. So we got a 40th
Yes.
last night, a 50th today. Hey, man. Then our sis Nikki, hers tomorrow. Hey, cancer season been a monster, man. Cancer, even though Ty
Man, listen.
Leo, he celebrated a little early, but I give it to him.
Yeah, but he wanted to get in on our vibe. That's
Mm-hmm.
all it was. He wanted to get in on our vibe. I mean,
We already
hey,
know.
we the cool kids, man. The
And then
cool kids. Everybody want to rock with us.
all this leading into Chicago Cigar Week next week, man. It's just a lot. I don't, but hey, it's the life we chose, man. It's a beautiful thing. Thank y'all for joining us. We got a lot to talk about, man. About like less than 50 days from
Right.
football season. So, man, it's getting exciting. Training camp's about to start. Some already reported. I think the teams with new coaches, right? They report a little earlier. With new coaches, I think they got to report a little earlier. But
Yeah. Yeah.
hey,
Something
man,
like
it's
that.
exciting, man. A
But
lot of excitement. A lot of excitement.
hey,
Ready?
I can't say they've been in the gym already. They've been on the field and in the office already, dog. If you haven't been in the office as an NFL football team with the coaching staff and all of that, you're already behind the gun, baby. Because you got to
Yeah,
get it in now.
you realize the
So
first
we
preseason
playing in the
game is in
playoffs.
like first preseason game is in 2 weeks.
Right. Right. That what they call that game?
Oh, the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, the Hall of Fame game.
Hall of Fame game.
You
Yeah,
know.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know what
I think we got a KDL 33 sighting. So, Mr. KDL, are you ready to come in, man? You got your dig together, man.
What's happening? What's happening? How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? What's going
Yeah,
on a Saturday morning? What's happening?
we already gave the explanation that we had a whole movie and vibe last night. As we can see, you
I heard
struggling
it.
just like us.
I'm
You
struggling.
struggling just
I'm
like us.
struggling, but I'm
And
up. I'm up.
but
What's happening? Let's get
like
it.
Lefty said, we got dedication, man. We do this, man, because this is what we love to do. We like to talk sports and all other shenanigans. How we do it in the cigar shop, man. So, man, let's go ahead and get it in. Kev, I hate to say that you was right, but more stuff came out of the darkness, out the closet with Northwestern, dog. Man, it's team, more players that can't. I think you got 5 players with one attorney, and then you got another 2 with another attorney. Dude, you said it was going more was gonna come out, man. More was gonna come out, and I don't know what you do after this, man. All other programs are
Yeah,
on
Vernon Family Night
alert.
next week. Family Night Soldier Field next week.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
It's next week.
So,
Uh,
kid,
I tried to told you.
Touch
You
your camera.
know.
Touch your camera up, Kev. Your head cut off.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Well, damn, I ain't say drop it, but okay.
Hold on.
Too much tequila, huh?
tequila and bourbon and whiskey, everything we was drinking at that
Oh my
table.
God, how many shots did we take last night? Well, while Kev getting it together, I'll jump in. So yeah, I mean it's not surprising. It's usually how it goes once the story gets out. Everybody gonna start coming out the woodworks. Now I heard of something with the softball program, and and that's female, so that can really get messy. They already announced the AD's job is safe because he just got there like 2 years ago, which is understandable. But
2 years.
when you're looking at now it's money
He
involved,
came in. He came into the mess.
right? He came into the mess, but now you're talking money involved. So of course everybody's gonna come out. Everybody that got pushed around or bullied and hazed in some way, shape, or form, whether it was something drastic or something minor. Everybody, when you start talking civil suits and dollars, and ain't no Northwestern got a bag. Northwestern got money.
Yeah,
So of
they,
course, and and
they
and the
got money.
mind and the mindset is probably, hey, they're gonna try to hurry up and settle all this shit out of court. We don't want this going national. We don't want to get no more media attention it already has. And especially with football season right around the corner, they want to try to hurry up and get past this. So, of course, everybody's looking. It's a payday. You're gonna have every ambulance chasing attorney in the world trying to jump in and get people to say, hey, oh, you played Northwestern football? Did somebody slap you on the ass? Come on, jump in. Let's get some of this paper. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how it's gonna go, man. And this, I mean, like you say, man, whether you play college, high school, elementary, pee wee, pop Warner, or whatever, any type of team sports, we know that there's probably some little form of hazing for the new guys, just not to the measure of what Cash was taking at Northwest. Of course, people take it too far. You hear stories all the time, even with the Greeks. With black Greeks, and you hear it all the time. But it's unfortunate that a university that has a great reputation. By the way, I work for the hospital, and that has a great reputation like they have, even though they're not known for sports, but just the university as itself is really known as a upper echelon university. And for this cloud to be set over them right now, it's really it's unfortunate. It's definitely unfortunate.
I mean, they put together some competitive programs. The basketball team. You know,
Hmm.
with you know,
Chris
baby
Collins,
boy
Chris Collinsworth,
Collins,
Chris Collins.
baby
I mean.
boy Collins.
Mhm.
You know, they doing well. They made it to the tournament, and I mean, you know, they put a competitive team out there. They're not a team that just you walk in and you check that as a win. If you don't show up, they gonna get you.
Well, they was 1-11 last year, being they kind of
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, the
So
team
everybody
showed
showed
up.
up. So everybody showed up
Right.
then last year. That's what you're trying to say,
Right.
because they
That's
only
what I'm
won
trying to
one
say.
game.
Everybody showed up because if you don't, any given Sunday, and you don't want to get waxed by Northwestern,
Yeah, and
because
and
now that kills all your chances in the bowl.
and remember that year they made the Rose Bowl, man. Like, it was exciting. You know what I mean? It was. I mean, the whole city got behind them because it's so rare that you see them. In the in
What up, Ronnie? I see
in
you out
not
there,
just bowl games, but like
Big Tim.
a big time bowl like the Rose Bowl. So whenever Northwestern is winning, which is, it seems to
Right.
be like every 4 years when they get the senior dominated team, and when they are winning, it's good for, I think it's good for the Big Ten. It's good for Chicago. Of course, we always got U of I and all that, but University of Illinois is more of a basketball school. We know that. So it's whenever when they are winning, it's exciting. Unfortunately, I think this is gonna set them back for a minute. Like I've been listening to a few local sports shows, and they, the mindset is they're gonna get through this year, and then they're gonna clean house. Like all those assistants that were saved and stuff right now. When they bring in a new coach, they're gonna clean house completely. So the program is
Oh,
is
for
is
sure.
full is full reboot. The program is full reboot from here.
Yeah. Vernon said, "Hey, the new Penn State." I don't know if you want to go to that level,
Well,
but
the thing,
they
the
they
other,
they they
yeah,
coming in strong.
yeah. The thing is, Penn State bounced back kind of quick. I don't think Northwestern can bounce back that fast. You know what I
When
mean?
you're winning, people forget.
Right. But I'm saying Penn State recovered from that, that sick Sandusky bastard. That whole situation in Paterno, they recovered like they already back. They competitive. I think it's gonna take Northwestern a long time, man. Like I'm not gonna say to the level of SMU, but you remember when SMU was good, then
Hmm.
they caught the death penalty, and that program still hasn't recovered. It just still hasn't recovered. I think the only thing it's a big market, so if I don't know, they were already the bottom of the barrel.
Did you see the article that I sent you this morning? FAMU and suspended their whole football program because of a rap video that was shot in their locker room,
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh,
and it was
first, man,
called.
Tim, you're right, man. Hey, Tim, I'm a big Fish fan too, man. Uh, so unfortunately, it's when you a players coach, you kind of like, you remember being one of the guys, so you kind of let them, you kind of let the you kind of loose with the leash. You know what I'm saying? You don't keep them on a tight leash, and unfortunately, you pay for it, brother. But at the same time, I still hope you get your money. He's still trying to get his bag, so I hope he get it.
Yeah, he trying to get his bag because the way it was handled, he might he might come out on the back end with some cash in his pocket. The way it was handled, they had a conversation with him, said, "Hey, we're gonna suspend you for 2 weeks," and
Right.
then not even 48 hours, now you fired. You sat down, had an agreement, and then you changed the agreement without notification and so forth. I mean, you know, he may have a leg up on that if it was
He
any type of paperwork signed or anything like that. He may, but you know,
he may
that's
he
not
may he may,
covered.
he may not get the whole bag, but he gonna get a nice piece of it though. He gonna get a
Yeah,
majority of it. They'll
but
settle some way. He don't get the whole bag. And I'm with Sweets. They are gonna need a big name coach. I don't know where they're gonna get it, man. I don't know where they're gonna get it. I think anybody that associate that was, how they go get the alumni, some
yeah,
guys in alumni, anybody that was associated with that program back in the day, I don't know if they want to touch this right now. I don't think it's a good
right.
look.
You you spot on as far as that because, like you said, if it was somebody in that tenure, they gonna have the questions.
Yeah,
Did you get touched?
yeah. I mean, they're gonna have to go outside of the program. Maybe I think the hope you'll have is one of the big name coaches end up getting fired or something, and then they just want to take a chance at Northwestern. But it ain't gonna be
Whoa,
no alumni.
whoa, Lovey Smith, maybe.
Hmm. Hey, why not? That's
I, hey,
not a bad idea at all.
not a bad idea.
Not a
I
bad idea at
mean,
all. I mean,
you
clean
know,
cut guy.
right,
NFL head coach, some success on NFL level. I mean, he didn't do shit at Illinois. I mean, he did make them competitive, though. I'm not gonna say he didn't do shit. They were pretty competitive when he was there. Just they couldn't get over the top. But yeah, this will be a good look. I mean, get that program back on track.
Well, I
whatever
think
that
Lovey
was.
came into Illinois with mid-tier players, and the rest of the league had way better players, and he had them. He had them out there competing. Like you said, I just think he was overmatched at that time.
Yeah, and expectations came with him. When you had some success on the NFL level, when he came in, it was a lot of excitement here, in the state. Lovey Smith, Bears head coach, and a lot of that guy you're right. He got a lot of kids drafted at Illinois. He did. So with that NFL background, I think the expectations, but the reality of it is, when you're in the Big Ten, you're recruiting against. You're already in the Midwest, right? Now you're in the Big Ten, so you're recruiting against Ohio State, Michigan State. Iowa cats don't leave Iowa. I don't know how Illinois don't have that same mentality. How Illinois kids always get out of Illinois, but it happens. Uh, Even and no, you might as well throw Notre Dame in there. Even though they're in the Big Ten, but they heavy in the Midwest as well. So it's tough recruiting against those juggernauts, and the expectations for him is, I think the expectation was a little too much. That would have took Lovey about 10 years to build up, at least to
And
get them to
he
that
didn't
level.
have a contract like that. Like you
Yeah, they
said,
wasn't gonna let him stay that long.
expectations was high for Lovey to just turn it around, and they felt that Lovey with the name was gonna bring in recruits.
How many years did he
And
do? He did what, 4 or 5? 4. I don't know. Sean, I think you know how many years Lovey did at Illinois, right? Whatever it is, it was. He didn't, and I like Illinois' coach now, but like you said, but there's no expectations on him. It's no, you get a big name like Lovey, the expectations going to definitely be there. But I think now, going back to Northwestern, the expectations aren't going to be as high because first of all, it's Northwestern's football program. Let's just be totally honest. It's not a big time program. And then to come in after what the program went through, so that'll give them a nice amount of time, bring some notoriety back to the program. So that'd be great. Come on, Tim. They never recovered from the syphilis outbreak. At Thornton?
we gotta ask Kev that. Kev,
Hey,
bring it
it's alumni picnic next week, man. He gonna lose his
right.
mind.
Hey, Kevin.
Hey Tim, you got a lot of nerve talking about Thornton. You went to a school named South Shore, and you
Hey,
live in the Manor.
hey, Kev.
You need to stop
Kev.
this, bro.
We love
Kev. Don't
What's
fall
happening?
for it, man. Don't bite.
we love everyone in South Shore and the Manor.
Nah, we don't love no. Well, we love people from South Shore, but we don't love Tim Smith. And the man lives in the Manor. That ain't Beverly Hills.
Hey, man. Kev, don't bite on it today, man.
Come on,
You trying
man.
to run your blood pressure up.
Oh,
That's
Lovey,
unnecessary, man.
yeah,
That's
Lovey,
unnecessary, man.
Lovey was there 4 years. Yeah, okay, so yeah, that's not. This would have took him about 10 years to turn that program around.
Lovey
Yeah.
ain't taking Northwestern, man. Let me tell y'all something. You're gonna have I'm listening to the conversation. You're gonna have a hard time finding a big name coach to come to Northwestern
But right away, you will.
right away. This is gonna have to clear out for a minute because there's gonna be more stuff that comes out. I told y'all this last week. Now you got players coming out, which I don't understand why they coming out now, right?
Because there's money involved. They about to get paid.
Right.
Well, they're about to get paid. You're right.
Right.
So I get it. Lawyers like, man, we can get this bag. So here they come out freely. Now you got quarterbacks, former quarterbacks coming out and all that, right?
And anybody who got yelled at coming out right now trying to get some of that paper.
Man.
So
Yeah.
it's gonna get worse before it gets better, right?
Yeah.
Well, this is gonna have to clean out and that out. They'll give a young dude a job before they bring in established coaching. So this has to clear out for a minute. So you're not gonna get a Levy or a big name right now. This is gonna have to air out because it ain't over. That's one or two players that came out now. There's gonna be.
Total of 7.
I was on the staff. A guy told me something, but I didn't know. Like, it's gonna be a big thing that comes out, man. I'm telling y'all. Before this is all said and done, before Northwestern can get a big name get some recruits or whatever. This is gonna have to spread out for a minute.
Sad part is, and like what we were saying earlier, they can't bring no alumni, no former players in because they was part of the hazing shit. So
they've been there,
and
so you got to get somebody that had nothing to do with that.
You know what else they gonna have to do?
Pat Fitzgerald been there, bro. He's been a player and a coach.
26 years, man.
So to say you knew absolutely nothing is a damn lie.
Yeah. He's being a
well, I'm gonna tell you this.
The problem is they can't prove
they're gonna have to open up the financial bag for whoever comes there. They are gonna have to pay somebody. Now, if they go young, somebody
that's gonna be a minute though. You're not gonna
have to pay somebody to come to take that onslaught of the social media, the media, all that stuff. They're gonna have to pay somebody to sit there and take this punishment.
Well, the new coach can't take the punishment if he wasn't in
the new coach ain't got nothing to do with it.
He's just coming in. All he can say is, "Hey, I'm gonna try to turn this program around." What can he?
The punishment
is he got nothing to do with it.
The most boring.
You know what the punishment for a new coach? You know what the punishment is? Not dealing with that. The punishment is for that new coach is his recruiting, trying to get people to come there.
And that's what they're saying.
That's what he's going.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be a minute. They're gonna be down for a minute, bro. It's gonna be a minute before they can even do that. It's gonna be a minute.
Now Penn State bounced back pretty quick. They already back competitive. I think it's gonna take Northwestern a whole lot longer, man.
Hold on. Everybody wants to compare Penn State. That's not fair. Because what happened with Penn State happened years before the current people were there. They had absolutely nothing to do with it. Nothing. What Northwestern is going through happened now, over the last couple years. Penn State was years ago. So yeah, they got penalized as a school, but the people that was there, that was long gone, man. That's just like saying something happened in the 70s and the 80s, and your institution takes the hit for it. We talking about recent.
But you're talking about a well-known football.
Yeah, but it was years ago. Sandusky was years ago, bro.
Right. I mean, it was criminal and it was sexual. That shit.
It was terrible. But what I'm saying is, the current administration didn't have anything to do with it. The current Northwestern coach, was there. That's entirely different. The coaching staff, which I don't understand, how's the assistant coach is still there? And they was a part of it.
Well, that's what we was talking about earlier when you dropped off for a second. That the mindset now to listen to local sports network, they saying like the interim coach, like they're gonna play this year out because it's too close to football season. And the new coach gonna come in, they're gonna clean house. When they bring
everybody gonna be gone. But here's the thing now. You're gonna go through a year, and y'all made the point last week that they probably got, contracts with the Big Ten, contracts with ESPN, whatever, Big Ten Network, whatever.
Or the Big Ten.
You can't just shut the program down.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I get it. But the regime that's there now was part of the regime there with Pat Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
So that means you were there when all this was happening also.
And
how you allowed to coach the team?
They're going to get that work from the media all season.
All season long.
They're going to get that
all season long.
And you was 1-11 last year. How this going to go?
Right.
How this shit going to go?
Probably 0-12 this year.
Hey, wouldn't it be a surprise if they went they split?
I went to the Rose Bowl, stupid
they
shit.
Had a win. Man, that would be bananas.
And if they win 6-7 games, they both eligible, right?
Yep, 6 games. But then, how do you justify cleaning house if they do that?
Exactly.
Right. So
because the players can say, "Hey man, let's just ball out. We out of here next year anyway." Like the players can go out there and just, man, let's ball out.
Right.
Everybody gone anyway. Like us, the coaches, everybody go. So let's ball out.
Let it all hang. Let it all hang, baby. and see what happens.
Especially with next year with USC and all them coming in, it's going to be.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, they're gonna be irrelevant anyway.
Right. And all them coming in. You go from the bottom of the barrel to under the bottom of the barrel. When you start bringing USC and UCLA and all them in, it's over.
I really think that they need to retool the conferences, you know, because that's going to be.
They should. You should never throw USC and UCLA in the same boat. You got to spread that out.
Talking about the same side of
the same side of the count. Like you should, you should realign.
Yeah, I agree.
Should realign it.
They should.
You got the right to do it. It's your conference. You do what you want to do. You should realign it.
I mean,
you should make sure Ohio State and Michigan is on opposite sides.
Yep.
Make sure USC and UCLA opposite sides.
I agree.
Right. Never put Penn State and all them on the same side. Like realign it, man. Make it, competitive.
Because the Big Ten championship game sucks every year because they all of the heavy hitters on in the same division.
Right. And you knock somebody out. And what they've been doing, a lot of them been top 5, top 10. But so when they lose to each other, as a conference, you drop it down. Like somebody loses, they drop down. Ohio State, Michigan was top 4.
Yep.
But they on the, they should realign it.
And that Ohio State Michigan game, like, didn't it shatter records last year as far as the view in that game?
Yeah.
And then just imagine if that
they was undefeated going into the last week. So somebody gonna lose. Somebody gonna
the championship game.
Big Ten championship. Like, that'd be crazy.
Imagine if that was the Big Ten championship, dude. That'd have been crazy.
Yeah.
That'd have been.
And that's how it should be aligned.
But I think the problem is because they all can't play each other now every year. I think when the split, everybody don't play each other now. It's too many teams. They only got 12 games.
Right.
So unless you kill your non-conference schedule, but I think they'll never want to lose an Ohio State Michigan game. You never want to lose that.
No, but stop making it the last game of the year. Stop that.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Move the game.
Yeah, it should move up. It should definitely move up.
I'd say Big Ten won't have a division anymore next year.
It's just going to be one big game? What, it's like 15 teams or something, isn't it now? Something like with the new additions coming in? Yeah, you got to split them up. Oh, Ronnie, did you hear that or are you predicting that? I don't know. I didn't hear nothing about them getting rid of the divisions. Oh, okay, you said it is. Okay. All right.
I didn't hear about getting rid of the division itself. I didn't hear that.
So it won't be a Big Ten championship game? It's just going to be the winner of the regular season just...
But it's just like the Pac-12. You still have sides. It's just like SEC. You still have sides, 2 different sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Man, I'm ready for college football to get down to just make the 2 or 4 super conferences and get it out the way. Shit. I'm sick of it. It's all this everybody moving and switching divisions, switching conferences now, and you pretty much eliminating these conferences anyway. Just get you 2, 3, or 4 power conferences and play the shit out. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the Big 12, once Oklahoma and Texas leave, let's all say our goodbyes. Goodbye. It's over. They'll have a basketball because of Kansas. But when Oklahoma and Texas leaves the Big 12, it ain't no more Big 12. Started from the Big 8 to the Big 12. But if Oklahoma and Texas, they go into the SEC, which Oklahoma will not survive the SEC.
SEC going to be tough for them.
They're good. They won't survive it. Missouri left, and they found out, hey, this SEC, this ain't the Big 12.
Right.
Well, that's fact.
So when they go down there, they might as well get rid of the Big 12. Might as well get rid of them. All teams might as well just join conferences.
Yeah.
So,
and hopefully with these power conferences going to finally, which I don't know if it'll ever happen. It may force Notre Dame to join the conference. I really wish, I'm a Notre Dame guy. I wish they would get in the conference though.
They ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna do it.
Hey,
too much money.
Notre Dame ain't gonna do it.
If
they got their own network, they on NBC.
Yeah.
That's their money.
I said hope, Kevo. Damn, let a brother drink.
Hey man.
I said hope.
Hey, Notre Dame ain't gonna do it though. Now the basketball team did it.
They not sharing revenue, baby.
They are not.
They ain't
Notre
sharing.
Dame getting all that money. We already on NBC. Why should we bring our following to your conference and let you make money off us when we can make all the money?
Yeah, that's true.
So Notre Dame ain't going.
Hey,
They ain't
hey,
going.
hey, Ronnie,
Basketball went to the
Ronnie,
ACC.
I hope so. I hope it's 2 conferences. 2 conferences. Let them all just play it out. Kill all them non-conference games and just get it on from the jump.
Agree with that?
That would be weird, man.
Why?
So you can't.
2
So in other words, you
conferences.
can't schedule Sisters of the Poor for the first 2 weeks.
Right.
Then all of a sudden get a conference. You saying get a conference right off the bat.
You're right. Get right to it.
But if they do that, they would have to right off the bat because you only get so many games.
Exactly. Ain't no more playing Columbia College and winning 75 to nothing and all that bullshit. Now, let's get to it. Let's get right to it.
You want to get right to
Good
the
idea.
shit. Let's
Right
go.
to it.
Let's go.
Let's jump into it. You know, nobody want to see.
Well, Lefty.
Nobody want to see Alabama and Olive Harvey. It's terrible. Nobody want to see that shit. The games are terrible. All they do is run up stats and all that bullshit. Come on, man. Just get right to the shit.
Well,
off the top.
Since you said get right to the shits, let's get right to the shits. What's with this running back mutiny in the NFL?
You want me to go? Or Kevo?
Yeah, let's go.
Oh.
Let's go.
Evolution of the game.
Go ahead, kick it off.
Evolution of the game. You know, when
Lefty, I only came to you first because you always have said don't pay running backs.
Right. When they started
Yeah,
going,
but what they doing now is disrespectful. But go ahead. Go ahead, Lefty. Go kick it off.
Now that I agree. It is like I didn't think it would be to this point. I was just saying, you know, with the rules leaning more towards passing, like they're trying to pick up the score and the pace of the game. And then teams were using tandem backfields instead of the one guy carrying it 30, 40 times a game. That's why I was saying don't pay like that. You know what I mean? But when you look at what other positions are being paid, like to completely lowball them, it's a little ridiculous. But on the business side of it, what can you say, man?
But I mean, man, you lowballing the position that takes the biggest beating, and their NFL lifespan is short because of the beating that they take, and then you lowball them. Come on, man. Now you know teams that don't have a running back, they kind of struggle a little bit at times when you don't have a good running back. The Bills. How many times last year did we see them struggle and they had to use Josh Allen really as their running back?
That's another great point. You know, you running quarterbacks are becoming more now. You know, you get more. Unfortunately, just like centers in the NBA, like those old school traditional centers, even though they still get on rosters, but they you're gonna have those big, those big 7-foot slow cat.
Sean Bradley
just sitting in the lane. Yeah, you ain't gonna get them. You got to have a little skill now. Can't just be big for no reason.
so Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs, Dalvin Cook.
Well, Dalvin got cut though.
Kareem Hunt.
And that they
Leonard Fournette.
Yeah.
Like I go down the list, I'll throw Zeke in there. I go down the list of good running backs. You telling me they have no value. So you took a position and devoured it. That's disrespectful. Now, should they be paid like quarterbacks? Of course not. I get the quarterback thing, right? You're going to pay the quarterbacks. I get it. I get the left tackle. I get it. But you took the NFL in collusion. They'll never admit it because you can't prove it. But in collusion, they took a position and they devoured it.
I don't think it's collusion, Kev.
It is collusion. Yes, it is. Yes,
that's
it is.
Market.
They'll never admit it. But it's collusion.
Why would you reset the market when you don't have to? NFL
Bro,
is a
collusion to not pay the running back. Now we can sit here and sugarcoat it all you want.
NFL is a cap, a salary cap. Ain't no going into luxury tax. You can't go over the cap. It's a
Stop
hard
all that,
cap
man.
league.
Stop all that because they're doing it for quarterback. Stop it. Stop it. They're doing that for quarterback. So don't do that. Don't do that. Don't say all of a sudden it's a cap. Don't say all of a sudden it's money. Don't do that. Because they don't give a damn about the quarterback. They're going to pay him whatever. So stop it.
The market for quarterbacks is they keep resetting it every year. It's going to be
right. So let's stop with the salary cap. Let's stop with the salary cap thing. It ain't about money. They took a position and they devoured it. They chose the running back. So every team, because the Raiders could have played Josh Jacobs. They looking at the Giants. Oh, you ain't playing Saquon? We ain't paying Josh Jacobs. It's a collusion together on the running back market, and it's disrespectful. Those guys got to make a living too, and they take a pounding that the quarterback don't damn take. And you took the position, and you said, "Well, we're gonna choose this position." They didn't take cornerback. They didn't take linebacker. Damn sure ain't gonna take quarterback.
Right.
They chose the running back position. It's disrespectful. It's
but
damn disrespectful.
You do know when they pay the quarterback, those big contracts and all of that, it hurts the other players on the team because you lose a lot of good players because you can't pay them.
Right.
You know,
so you go down the list.
I always go back to the Ravens when they did Flacco. When they paid Flacco after they won the championship, man, they lost all they
So listen to what you're saying. Listen to what you're saying, Ben. You're going down the list. You start at quarterback, and then you go by position. The running back should not be right above the damn kicker. That's bullshit.
Come on,
That's
man.
bullshit. Come on. The running back is right above the kicker.
Come on, man.
I'm scared.
The damn punter. The running back is right above that. That's bullshit, bro. They did that as a whole league. Took that position. That's bullshit, bro. They did that.
Well,
that's terrible.
Well, you know,
that's
a lot of pro sports is a copycat league. You know, when one team went with the dual running back, they were successful. And when you looked at the salaries for them running backs, you know, it wasn't them high. So it was a league. That's what I'll say. I won't say it was a collusion. It's a copycat.
It is a damn collusion.
For other winning teams that went with the dual running backs, and you didn't have to pay them a lot.
So
it's a collusion. It's a collusion, man.
So Kevin, what are the? It's only 3 or 4 teams that the running backs, the one running back carries the load, like the Saquons, the Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry. There's really only just 3, maybe one other team where the running backs really carry the load. It's quarterbacks, dude. They passing the ball 40, 50 times a game.
I'm not saying the running back is the most important person on the team. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is you can't pick a position.
It's only a handful of teams that uses the one back thing. And those are the ones we just named. Everybody else is tandem backs.
Hey, Lefty.
Okay,
hey, Lefty.
So you saying the running backs ain't shit.
That's not what I'm saying, Kevin.
You shouldn't pay a running back.
Let me explain.
I get that it's a pass the league. I get it because the league wants points. I get it.
Kev, you're triggered because if Saquon sits out, your team go from here to nothing. And you know that. So that's why that's what it's going down to. That's what it boils down to. That's why he's so triggered about this.
No, that's not why I'm triggered. I'm triggered about the whole position and how the whole position is disrespected. That's why I'm triggered. But as far as my team, Saquon, first of all, is not going to sit out the year. Ain't nobody going to let $10 million sit on the table. He's going to be pissed off. He might show up right before game 1, if not game 2.
I agree with you there. I think so.
So he ain't going to sit out. But I agree with you. And I'm gonna jump on that point, Ben. You're right. The Giants ain't shit without Saquon. I agree. Which is all the more reason he should be pissed off, because if I'm Saquon, if it wasn't for me, Daniel Jones wouldn't be shit. And you gave this motherfucker $40 million.
Yeah, I didn't.
And you put me on a tag.
I didn't get that.
I make him.
I didn't get that.
Yeah.
I make him.
I
so he should be pissed off. I get it. And I get that he's probably, like I said, probably right before game 1, if not game 2, to make a point. I get it. And the Giants went out and picked up another running back. So they anticipate this.
Right.
They picked up Robinson for the Jags.
Training camp body.
Yeah.
Training camp body.
So the Giants anticipate he's pissed off. We don't know when he's going to show up. So we're going to go out and get another running back. I agree with you. He makes the damn Giants.
He is the offense.
He's the offense.
He's the damn offense.
It's gonna be a long season if he sit out, boy.
I don't think
He ain't gonna do it.
He ain't gonna Le'Veon Bell it. Le'Veon Bell.
Nah, he ain't gonna do it.
Le'Veon
Ain't
Bell
gonna do it. But he might
just
show up, like I said, game 1, if not game 2, whatever, to make a point. I get it. He ain't gonna sit out because technically you're leaving $10 million on the table.
Le'Veon Bell just spoke out, said he regrets sitting out. He
Right.
said that's one of his biggest regrets was sitting out. He
Right.
was never the same.
He went over the boxing.
Yeah.
But see, he had other things going on that he was probably into. Saquon is playing football.
Yeah, it shouldn't have been boxing. I'm just saying.
Well, those are facts.
That's why he came out and said he regretted
it. One too many punches. He's like, man, I'm playing football.
Man,
that's why he came out and said he regretted it.
He took lessons of a beating playing football. So, hey, I don't know. It's gonna be the changing of the guards. Somebody's gonna fold, and I think it'll be the Giants gonna fold before the Raiders do.
No, ain't no folding. They can't sign until next year now.
Right.
So
that's it.
So they either accept that franchise or they done for the year. It's over. So this might be his last year in New York, as far as Saquon. Damn sure the last year, Josh Jacobs and the Raiders. They're going to have to fold, man. They're going to have to fold and accept that $10 million and try not to get hurt. And they shouldn't have to do that. That's what I'm saying. The position is that's disrespectful, man. That's disrespectful.
Hey, Ronnie say the Giants going to win 4 games with or without. But he's saying it because they got a tough schedule this year.
Yeah, okay. I don't respond to Bears fans, but go ahead.
Now, I was really surprised at the contract for QB with the Panthers. Fully guaranteed. Now, I was trying to go back.
Quarterback. What would you say, Ben? Quarterback.
But what I'm saying is, when was the last? I have never heard of a rookie quarterback fully guaranteed. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Fully guaranteed?
I don't know about the fully guaranteed part, but quarterbacks come in to get a contract. I don't know about the fully guaranteed part. I agree, but
that was the thing that stuck. I was like, "Whoa, fully guaranteed money."
What it like a 4 year, $30 million, right?
Yeah, and like I said, it was fully guaranteed, not where you got your, a couple years and then they extend. He got fully guaranteed. $37.9 million.
I don't know about the fully guaranteed part, but quarterbacks come in and get, nice contract.
I mean,
yeah, well, that's another market setter. Quarterbacks out of
face. They get nice contracts, but fully guaranteed money. I
don't know about the fully guaranteed.
Yeah,
I don't.
Face of the franchise now. That's what it is.
Peyton Manning, did he get fully guaranteed when he came into the league? No.
Hell no, none of them. They wasn't doing it then.
I'm just saying.
Kirk Cousins started that shit.
Fully guaranteed.
Kirk Cousins was the first. Kirk Cousins was the first one with a fully guaranteed, wasn't
he? But he got 2 or 3 franchise tags.
Yeah.
Which is why his money kept going up.
But I'm saying, he was the first with a fully guaranteed, wasn't he?
I don't know. Well, yeah,
I think it was Kirk. If I'm not mistaken, Sean, can you confirm that? I'm pretty sure it was Kirk Cousins. And that's why, and then when you look at it, that's why negotiation for quarterbacks started getting crazy. Everyone, they like Kirk Cousins got fully guaranteed. Oh no, I need that. I'm better than him. That's how it go. It's what the agents see. Every agent, when Kirk Cousins got that money, did this. Paper. We about to get paid. And now, imagine, the quarterback class they say coming in next year, Caleb Williams, they say it's like 4 or 5 first rounders.
But they want dude out of USC.
Caleb Williams. Huh.
Yeah.
You muted, Sean.
What was the question now? The first guaranteed contract?
Fully guaranteed.
Quarterback.
Quarterback. Because in 1996, Oakland Raiders signed their first round pick, tight end Ricky Dudley, to a 5-year, $8 million that was fully guaranteed. That was the first one. What
about quarterback? The rookie quarterback.
So here's the rookie quarterbacks. Here's what happened. All right. For the first time since the rookie wage scale was implemented in 2011, the entire contract for all first round picks are guaranteed. It had been the first 28, okay, with guaranteed contracts, and the last 4 would be, and the deal for the final 4 picks would be guaranteed for the first 3 years. So that's the thing now. So the entire first round pick,
there you go.
NFL team, their first round pick is fully guaranteed.
Okay.
That's strong.
Yeah.
The owner
signed
signed off on that?
Yeah, but remember,
just make sure you're a first round draft pick, running back pick in the first round, and you're good.
Well, exactly.
So who was it? Was Gibbs taken in the first round? We know Bijan was the first rounder, but was Gibbs in the first round too? Jahmyr Gibbs for Detroit?
I think so. I think he was.
I think he was. They took him high.
He was.
Yeah, I think he was. They took him high.
Yeah, they did.
So that means you're a big time running back coming
in
in the league. In the next 3-4 years, you're gonna be just like Saquon and all them.
Looking for a deal.
Yeah.
And Derrick Henry is speaking out because this is Derrick Henry next year. That's why the Titans were trying to trade him.
And Derrick Henry's 30 years old too. Let's just face it.
But Derrick Henry helps your ball club, bro.
Hey,
you don't disrespect the man and put the man on the market and say, "Well, we're gonna give you $10 million." Period.
He could fall off a cliff at any time. Anytime now.
Anybody can fall off a cliff.
The clock is ticking.
But
hey, Sean, would you?
Lefty, he 30 years old, man, but he's still a beast.
He a beast.
He just big.
Okay, so if he came to the Bears, would you take him?
But you wouldn't try to sack him.
Hey, Lefty, if he came to the Bears, would you take him?
No.
You wouldn't take Derrick Henry?
No.
Stop it.
You mean a trade or just pick him up?
Well, next year he's gonna be on the market, just like
for the right price. Yeah, for the right price, I'll take him.
Oh, now it's the right price.
Oh yeah, he get about
so
$5 million.
He's gonna fall right in that running back market.
He get about $4-5 million a year. That's all I give him.
$4-5 million a year.
That's it.
Derrick Henry.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's all he's gonna get next year.
It's a different game now.
Sean, would you agree with me? They disrespecting the position.
Yeah, it's unfortunately the way it's evolved. It's disrespectful, but it's the way that it's evolved. And I posted in there. I mean, who's more important in the offense after the quarterback? The guy who protects him. Okay, so left tackle. You talked about that.
I get that. I said left tackle.
Right, but also the wide receivers. All right, because you can't. This is a passing league, and this is why these wide receivers are getting money. They're getting big money, and so now they're protecting the left tackle. More of the offensive line, the other offensive line aren't getting left tackle money, but the amount of money the offensive lines are getting are increased because they need to protect the Patrick Mahomes, the Josh Allens, all this other stuff.
Guards
are getting a lot of money. Yeah.
What about in the wintertime when the weather is bad and you can't pass the ball like that in the weather? Who do you depend on then?
I agree with you, but don't forget there's a lot more teams that have domes. Okay, and even if you do have an open air stadium like Green Bay, like New York, all right.
Yeah.
Chicago. All your games aren't in those outdoor stadiums in November and December.
So who you depend on then?
So you might go to Atlanta. You might go to LA in December. All right. So You don't
Right.
play.
But what about your home games? Who you depend on this?
You
See,
only
the running
gonna
back
get about
is
you probably
important, is
get
what
2 or
I'm
3
trying to
bad
say,
weather
bro.
games, Kev.
No,
You
I
may get
agree
2 or 3
I
bad
agree with
weather
you.
games in the season.
I agree with you that
Maybe.
the running backs are important. All right, I played the position for 30 years of my life, so I agree with you. But the way that it's evolved, a lot of teams everyone's gonna try and get everybody to a dome stadium or a retractable stadium. Okay, some are gonna some are gonna fight.
Now it's about the stadiums.
No, it's about the
Well, it's
element.
it's only 10 teams that got
Everybody else
domes.
get paid by position. But now when it comes to running
10
back,
teams got
well,
domes.
you might be in a dome. You
No,
might
I'm not
not.
saying,
So
no,
now it's about positions.
no, I'm not.
That's
No,
bullshit, man. That's
no.
bullshit.
Well,
That's
listen,
bullshit.
you
That's
you
bullshit.
can call it what you
They
want.
took that position and devoured it, and they in the league wide. And y'all can act like this a collusion, but it is. It is.
So what you saying
They
is
took
What
that
are you
position
saying?
and they
What are you-
devoured it, and they right above kickers.
so what you saying is all the
But
owners got
Kev-
together and said, let's stop paying running backs. Like
Yes.
let's just kill a running
No.
back.
Yes,
It's not what
No.
happened.
yes,
No,
that's
it's
exactly
not.
what happened.
No, it's
Just
no,
like
no,
all the owners
it's
said,
exactly what
we
happened.
ain't gonna be the one to set Lamar Jackson's contract. We ain't gonna be the ones. So it was collusion, just like this running back position is collusion. Yes.
No, it's good business,
Yeah.
man. It's a good
Right.
business, and the
Smart
only
business
unfortunate
move,
part is that there are some people who are special. The Saquon Barkley's. There are some people who are special, but the running back position, it's not that same game anymore. All right, you can get a Pacheco out of the 7th round. You can get Terrell Davis out of the 6th round. You can get all these. You can get a couple of guys to do one man's job. Split up the payment. Don't even come close to $10-12 million for those guys for the year, and still win a Super Bowl. I told you they won when the Chiefs won it. Kareem Hunt was the leading rusher in the NFL. All right, and he was a rookie. No one knew that. It was all about Patrick Mahomes. No one cared. All right, it's not. I agree with you. It's unfortunate what happened to the running back position, but the way the game has evolved, that's just that. It's called collateral damage. That's the collateral damage of the running back position, and you have those special guys who, in the inclement weather, in the late part of the game when it's 3rd and 3, and you need a first down to keep the drive going and keep that other offense who's been scoring off the field. You need those guys, but that's few and far between. It's just the way it goes. It sucks. But unfortunately, that's the way it goes.
That's bullshit.
Think of it like this.
It is bullshit.
Think of it like this.
It still is the way it is.
Think of it like this. It's cause and effect, right? Now, 4,000 yards passing is average now, right? Remember, at one time it was 3,000.
No, it's still 3.
I mean, no, but I'm saying 3. Then you're not going to be considered.
It's I'd say 33 to 35 is about average. Because 4,000 is a lot of.
But
see where you going. There's a lot of cats that hit 4,000.
Right,
like
4,000 is the bar right now. Even Justin Fields just talked about he wants to throw for 4,000. Like,
right,
that's pretty much the bar, which means you're gonna have more passing attempts, less running attempts. It's cause and effect. Teams are passing the ball way more now. So running backs outside those running backs we just named, one running back is getting 30 carries a game. It's just not.
No, and it's unfortunate for those special ones, for the special running backs, and it sucks. What you're going to see is you're going to see a lot less people playing running back and growing up, going through, and you're going to see everybody be a wide receiver. You're damn right. I mean, it's not like you talked about it, the NBA, and that's not a good comp because even if you're a big man, if you can shoot, you can still stay in the league or if you can
get paid. The NBA is different.
You're still going to get paid. You could be a hell of a running back, and you get one knee injury. The hell with you. What if Jahmyr Gibbs gets a jacked up knee injury? Like, you know what? We're never drafting running back this high again. We'll find some really good guys in the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th round, undrafted free agents, whatever. They can do that. Running backs, as much as I hate to say it, man, they're a dime a dozen.
Especially if you got a hell of offensive line.
Bingo. Yeah.
But you mentioned the word special. Mm-hmm. Saquon and Josh Jacobs are special.
Yes, they are.
They're your team. Now I know the Raiders got, wide receiver. I get it. They don't win without Josh Jacobs. Everybody in America know the Giants don't win without Saquon Barkley. Like, those guys are special. And I can't speak for Josh Jacobs, but I can speak for Saquon. You just gave a quarterback that I make look good $40 million, and you put me on the tag. Meanwhile, you didn't pay a tight end to come in, pay Leonard Williams, paid everybody on the team. You kept everybody on the team, kept the team together. But you put me on the back burner. You threw the tag on me.
Well, Kev, they
When
threw the
I
tag
play,
on him.
we win. When I
They
don't
threw
play,
the tag
we
on him
don't
because
win.
he didn't accept
So I
the
understand
14
he's
million
pissed
that
off.
they
I
offered
get
him.
They did offer him 14.
They did offer
They
him
offered him
14.
14
They did
and he
offer
didn't take
14,
it.
and he
So that's
turned it
on
down,
him.
and that's his fault. I said that last week. That's his fault.
Yeah, exactly.
But now we're at the negotiating table, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's a
You
moot
gave me
point, then,
10.
Kevin.
You offered me 14 during the
they're
year. I
offering you
turned it down.
14, and that's a moot point. That's going to be, you'll be the highest paid running back, and you didn't want to take it. You want 16, 18, 30, but whatever it is you wanted. That's
Well,
a
you
moot
ain't
point.
gonna
They offered that to you. So
They
when
did.
you said no, okay, well then
That's
now, okay. So
You said no, and that's his biggest fault, and he knows that. He got to look in the mirror and be
now you
like,
got
they
to deal
offered me 14 during the season last year, and I turned it down and said,
they
no, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for free agent.
What they were trying to base it off Christian McCaffrey, which he's not gonna get another contract. Not like that.
And
Oh, no.
maybe
No,
they did feel he was special, and you know what? Maybe they did feel, you know what? He is one of these special players, which is why they offered him 14 mil. But when you say no to a billionaire who's offering you money that he shouldn't be offering you, if you go by the pay scale of that particular position, he's like, you know what? If you and the horse you rode in on. Now we're going. Now you want to disrespect me because that's how they feel. You want to disrespect me? Yeah. Okay, boom. Now we'll play by the rules. We didn't have to offer you 14 mil. We did because you are a huge part. But when you said no and you wanted more, they're like, okay, they feel, okay, you're getting greedy. Now, what by the rules, we can offer you the tag. Either you play with us or you don't play at all. Now, watch what the Giants are going to do. You said they got the running back. They brought another running back. Cool. They're going to draft running backs.
They brought in a dude from the Jaguars.
Yes.
Robinson, yeah.
Robinson. And then they're going to make sure that they go and get good wide receivers. That's what they thought when they brought over the kid, the St. Rita kid from Detroit, Kenny Galladay. They thought they had a stud. They're going to get stud wide receivers, so they're going to want to look like the Dolphins.
Well, Galloway could go play in traffic.
Hey,
he just stay injured, man. He just can't stay healthy. When he on the field, he ball. He just can't stay on the field.
That's man, goodbye.
Right.
Leave my St. Rita Mustang alone.
He can go play on traffic. You said St. Rita. He could go play in traffic on 79th Street.
Right.
Damn.
Help him. But
that's a
look,
slow zone, man. I got a ticket over there last
year. so they franchise tag Saquon for $10 million. Giants came up $1 million, 11. He turned that down.
Well, I
get it. I get it, but he's gonna play. He's gonna be pissed off, but he's gonna play.
It's the harsh reality when you try to play hardball, winners and losers. And unfortunately, the billionaires are gonna win 90% of the time. Like they got,
and they'll get two guys who could do what Saquon does.
Exactly.
All right, but it just won't, and there'll be a lot less. But they went
right out and got a running back.
Yeah.
They have to.
It won't be as flashy. It won't be as flashy.
And now you can take that money and spread it across the O-line. They still need O-line help. You know, they drafted
because they believe in Daniel Jones. I don't know. I'm not a big Daniel Jones fan. I don't think he's as special as everybody.
It's a 2-year contract, man. They can get it from under it in 2 years.
Yeah. I don't think he's as special as everybody said
they can get out in 2 years.
Of college.
Hey, Sean,
I don't think it's as special.
With the money they're gonna save on Saquon, they can get a trainer to strengthen Jones' legs so he won't be running and fall.
What we on, huh?
Saquon gonna play though. I'm with Kev. He'll sit out camp. He'll sit out all the camp. Game 1, he'll suit up.
Yeah, but here even Gandy's talking about their face with the setting the market for star running backs. How many more star running backs are you going to have? You know what I'm saying? How many? Right. Again, Bijan they talked about him like he's a second coming.
But he will be. But he will be though.
Okay, but now, well, here's what I'm saying. Are you going to rather do that? Because with this guy, I I think he's going to be good.
Dijon, you got rookie year, what, 3 years, 4 years of him?
4 years.
So you got 4 years of him in Atlanta. Let's map this out. You got 4 years of him in Atlanta before it's time to get paid. Right? Now what does Atlanta do? Go draft another running back? F him?
Yeah.
Like that's disrespectful.
You have to go draft because what if he gets hurt?
But what if he don't?
He's not for long. You don't know.
But what if he don't though? What if he don't though?
You can't assume.
What if he don't?
You can't assume that he won't. You can't assume that
let's assume that he won't.
And then
I thought we can't look at it like that. The man is up for a contract. He ain't got hurt. We ain't talking about Saquon that got hurt. Josh Jacobs ain't been hurt like Saquon. Why he ain't paid? Like, let's stop the notion that the running back is going to get hurt. He plays the position. Pay the man. It's time to pay him. Pay him. Like, let's stop with this. Well, what if he get hurt? Well, what if the damn quarterback get hurt? He still get paid.
You gotta look at both. You have to look at both sides of it. And understand, you don't have to agree with it, all right? But you just have to understand both sides of it. If you're an owner and you look at, okay, I can pay two guys this. Okay, you can think that, but if you're the one shelling out the money, all right, if you're the one shelling out the money and say I can get production from these two guys, and I know he's special, but the numbers wise, I can get pretty close to that production with these two guys. It's a hell of a lot less. I'm paying a hell of a lot less. That's you're looking at it from as a fan. You're looking at it from this side, from the player side. There's two sides of it.
So what if you play the left tackle and the left tackle get hurt?
Gandy makes a great point with that.
Zeke
and Todd Gurley were the prime examples. They got those big contracts.
But Zeke didn't get hurt. Todd Gurley did. Jerry Jones just overpaid Zeke, and he overpaid him before he paid the damn quarterback.
No,
that was Zeke's problem.
I mean, he's not like Todd Gurley, but
Todd Gurley got the contract and got hurt.
Yeah,
right.
That's one dude. You can't take the
Zeke
position.
Got hurt later in his contract.
4 years ago, Todd Gurley got hurt. So we're not paying running backs across the league. That's bullshit, bro. Now y'all can look at it how y'all want. That's bullshit.
Tandem running backs.
I think of how many wide receivers have had catastrophic injuries recently. Like a Todd Gurley. How many wide receivers?
Not a lot.
Odell.
Okay.
Odell had one. Odell had one.
Okay.
But every wide receiver that ever played for the Giants had one.
Or Philadelphia. Old Philadelphia in the old veteran stadium.
Right.
That's Wendell. That's Wendell. Who's the Bears receiver who tore both ACLs? Damn it. Was it Wendell Davis from the Bears who tore both ACLs on that field?
And then you look at the Ravens last year.
I forgot about that. You're right.
Both ACLs.
The Ravens last year lost 3 running backs before game 1.
It's just a different. I'm telling you, it's just financially from just look. You got to look at it from the other side, bro. You got to look at it from the other side. You get guys who do the same work for a hell of a lot less. It's just money. It's money. It's all it is. It's all about money.
It's bullshit to me, man. But
I hear you. But it's just the way. It's just the way it is. Everyone wants the quarterbacks. You want the high scoring games. If you want the franchise quarterback, you're gonna need good receivers. You're gonna need to protect them. Those guys get paid first. The protectors and the guy he's throwing the ball to. The running backs just keep falling down the list because of they're expendable. They're expendable.
Yeah, they are.
None more, none less.
Unfortunately.
So all running backs, man, I got your back.
You know, Kev, you said the word bullshit a couple times, so that's giving me the alley-oop for us to go into Lefty's logic. Because Lefty, I think you want to talk about some bullshit in the game here in Chicago.
What?
Oh man, look at here.
Sound like he was calling your logic bullshit, but go ahead.
No. He
Lefty's logic.
Welcome. It's been a minute since we did a logic, man. But this one here rubbed me completely wrong, and unfortunately, I got to go with my boy Colin Cowherd, and it's sad because I am a fan of the show. Like he definitely brings his perspective, and where That's why I always find his show a little more interesting than some of the other sports shows out there. But in the media for his top 5 running quarterbacks, and he put himself in there and on his show and pretty much called Justin Fields a bust. We get that. But to call a man a bust, Aggie, and we know what happened. And then, last year being his first year in this new system, new coordinator, the Bears pretty much tanked. We know what it was, but they were competitive because of him. But to call a man a bust, like you pretty much just trashed the dude for no particular reason. And it's funny because me and Sean been talking, before the show. He just said the Bears could win. One week it was they could be a playoff team, a sneaky good team, and then the next week it was 6 or 7. They had 6 or 7 wins. Now the quarterback's a bust. But what we all know is if Justin Fields is a bust, the Bears season is down the drain. Now, if you want to withhold judgment on Justin Fields, I give you that. If you don't want to come out and say he's the next star, this, that, and other. You want to wait and see what he does this year. I'll give you that. But to call him a bust is asinine. Now, when you talk about pressure on quarterbacks, it was on. I think ESPN talked about it too. Which quarterback has the most pressure? I think he falls right under Aaron Rodgers or maybe Kyler Murray. I think Kyler Murray, there's a lot of pressure on Kyler Murray this year too. But I think Justin Fields falls in that category because the fact is the Bears with the Carolina pick and their own pick, if they're bad, this quarterback class coming in is supposed to be special. So if Justin Fields he got to show something this year, or the Bears have to really consider taking one of those younger quarterbacks because it's almost time to pay him on top of that. So I think he is under a lot of pressure, but to call a man a bust is completely asinine. Colin Cowherd, for the first time ever, I'm giving you the SmokeFella finger. I still watch the show, but I got to give you the SmokeFella finger. And I think Sean want to jump in and because Sean went in on this show too. Sean may want to come in and give him the business as well.
So, hey Sean, before you go. So we can talk about every quarterback, might be a bust or whatever. But when they mention Justin Fields, all of a sudden he's off. Is that what I'm hearing here?
But the word bust.
No, what you're hearing is
what he actually said. He didn't call him a bust. What he actually said was he's closer so far. He's closer to a bust than he is a star. That's what he's. That's
he actually said. He goes to me. Justin Fields is a bust. Right now, Justin Fields is a bust. That's the last.
He said he's closer to a bust than a star.
No, he said he is a bust.
He is a bust.
He goes to me. Justin Fields is a bust. I'm trying to. I don't know if it'll come up on. Let me double check because if.
But the thing is, he flip flops. He went from Justin Fields.
Here, watch this. We don't got to worry about it.
Go ahead, Sean. Go ahead.
Lamar's an MVP. Cam's an MVP. Vic's a 4-time Pro Bowler. Steve Young's a Super Bowl winner. Justin Fields is 5-20. You should have said, "Can we make it a top 4?" Or said, "I'd love to be there." Now you can argue. I don't think he's one of the top 5 running quarterbacks. He'd get banged up, can't win games. It's not the end of the world. MVP, 4-time Pro Bowler, Super Bowl winner, bust. If you're throwing Russell Wilson in there, then you're like, yeah, they're all winners. I don't know. Just me. I know Chicago will go crazy. But right now, Justin Fields is a bust.
Okay, so he actually called him a bust.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he changed.
I thought he said closer to.
It. See, he changed his whole thing. It was about running quarterbacks. He is one of the best running quarterbacks that we've seen. I'd throw Randall Cunningham in there as well. I think you forgot him. Okay. And maybe he'll be top 6. All right. Top 8. But for him to throw himself in there, I think he's a lot more special than Randall Cunningham was running the ball. And Randall Cunningham was great. All right. But you change it from running quarterback to now winning. All right. That's a whole different thing. Running quarterbacks and winning. And he talked about, and then he brought up stats. Well, Lamar hasn't won anything yet. He has an MVP. Yes, he does. Okay. Justin Fields in his third year. The thing that he forgot to mention that really got me, third offense in 3 years. I'm sorry. Was Lamar, did Lamar win his offense in his first MVP? Did Lamar win the MVP in his first year? Nope.
Right.
Even Patrick Mahomes didn't win an MVP in his first year. It was the first year he started, but it wasn't his first year. All right. Secondly, who the hell who did he have to throw the ball to last year? Okay. You talk about winning because going back from running quarterback to winning quarterback to running quarterback to winning quarterback. Who do you have to throw the ball to? We gone over on this show at least four different games that the Bears could have won, but receivers fumbled the ball, dropped the ball, missed extra point by Cairo Santos against the Miami Dolphins, which caused us to lose that game. So Justin can't do everything himself.
Detroit.
And
well,
okay,
I wouldn't judge winning off running quarterbacks.
I agree.
I would judge winning off a quarterback, not a running quarterback.
But notice how he flipped, though. That was the thing. He didn't stick to, because they just asked him who his best running quarterbacks were. Didn't ask him about winning. They asked him it, but Colin took it to another level. It didn't need to go there because he added winning. So that's the whole thing. So that bugged me. And then he added Russell Wilson. Well, you know what? That very same offense that Justin had to learn last year, and the Bears were 14? Okay. Russell Wilson, Super Bowl winning quarterback, Pro Bowl quarterback, was 5-12 with a Pro Bowl receiver in Cortland Sutton. Same offense. Their offensive, the Green Bay's offensive coordinator went over there. We got their play caller over here. Same offense. So all this offense is difficult to run.
I forgot to add him to the pressure too. The pressure on him. He got this a big gift for him.
Yeah. So there's a whole bunch of stuff. So Collins, he's a coward. It's a horrible take. All right. It's a horrible take. And the thing is, we don't watch other quarterbacks as intently as we do ours.
I like Colin, man. Y'all get off Colin. I like Colin.
I like him too.
You watch your New York Giants quarterback as much as we watch our Bears quarterback. All right?
I do.
I don't watch the New York Giants. I don't watch the LA Rams. I don't watch the New York. I'm like a national guy when I can kind of choose. But man, to call him a bust when you got three different offenses,
right?
All right, no talent, and the same system with a Super Bowl winning quarterback and who has a Pro Bowl receiver. Jerry Jeudy didn't even make the Pro Bowl yet. He got Jerry Jeudy over there too, in addition to Cortland Sutton. And that offense was only 5-12, 2 more wins than. Come on, man.
The other thing he left out is when you talk about those other quarterbacks that were named, these guys were scramblers, right? Play broke down, they took off running. Justin Fields and Lamar Jackson, these guys have designed run plays. Like they actually have designed, like the offense.
My quarterback runs for his life.
Yeah, but right, Daniel Jones, I know he scrambles, but when you design an offense around a quarterback's running ability, you got to put him in the top as far as running quarterbacks. I mean, when they started using Justin, running him more, that's when they went on that 5 games, 30 points, 30 or more points, 5-6 straight games. The defense, unfortunately, gave up about 33,
more.
34.
He scored 30, they scored 35.
Right, yeah, unfortunately. But, I mean, yeah, so to come down on him the way he did, though, was just like – and his reasoning was just – oh my God, it was ridiculous.
It was awful. It's just a bad take.
Lefty, I agree with you, man. But I'm gonna tell you like this. I was glad Justin Fields put his name in there. It shows the confidence of this young kid, and he's taking the team, putting it on his back, and he's saying, "I'm him. I'm him. I'm gonna show you I'm him." So this time next year, let's see what Colin Hurd say about Justin Fields. I guarantee you, he will be getting his chicken fried hard with lemon pepper.
If Justin Fields doesn't have a good year this year, look out.
You definitely got to consider it. With the quarterback class coming up, you got to.
Because now you really don't have an excuse. They upped the offensive line.
Yep.
They gave you number one receiver. Now they gave you weapons.
Gave you an extra tight end.
You're the quarterback, just like any other quarterback around the league we put that same energy on Justin Fields.
Here's the other thing though.
That's only fair.
Here's the only thing that's that's a little unfair to him. Everybody's using Jalen Hurts as the standard. Right?
He got a lot more weapons, so I wouldn't do that.
No, but I'm saying, but people are saying the expectation of him to make this Jalen Hurts leap.
No,
and he
don't have the weapons Jalen Hurts got.
I mean, close.
Yeah, he ain't got the defense Jalen Hurts got. That Jalen Hurts got a lot of stuff at his disposal.
He does, but Jalen Hurts is a running quarterback too.
That way he is. But go out and get him AJ Brown. Go out and get him dude from Bama. Go ahead. No, don't do that. That ain't right. He had Miles Sanders. Don't do that.
Yeah, you got him DJ Moore and Claypool, though. I mean, you draft.
Well, they gonna throw Claypool the ball this year or no?
Yeah. So the question is this: what happens if Justin doesn't run because he can pick you apart from the pocket? Because Justin wasn't a running quarterback at Georgia, at Ohio State. Either place, he wasn't a running quarterback. He sat back and picked you apart. When he had time, when he had talent in front of him, he had talent on the offensive line, he had talent on the wide receiver position. He could sit there and pick you apart. So what happens if Justin doesn't run? What if Justin runs for 500 yards or 300 yards because he doesn't have to?
Let's see.
I mean, I still think you should run him, but not as anywhere near. I say that was a recipe last year. I think that recipe is going to be a whole lot different this year with the upgrade in offensive line. That's the key thing. And then you got two good running backs, and one we anticipate is going to be good in Roschon Johnson. We got two other running backs, Khalil Herbert and Deontay Foreman. That dude had damn near 1,000 yards. So you got running backs. You put everything in Justin Fields' favor. So he needs to perform now, and I think he will. I think the kid's a winner. He's a winner. Every level he's done, he's won. He's not cocky.
Let's see, Sean.
Well, we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to.
Let's see. He was bought there to do exactly what you're saying, Sean. He wasn't bought there to be a running quarterback. He was running because he had to. I 100% agree with that. So now let's see this year when he's put in position to be a quarterback.
Where would you all rank him in the most pressure for this season? Like as far as quarterbacks, who has the most pressure?
He's up there. He's in the top 5.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, yeah. Dak, Russell Wilson.
Dak has a bad year.
Yeah, they looking at Dak. Yeah, Dak.
Looking at Dak. I'm gonna say Dak, and I'm gonna say Aaron Rodgers simply because he's supposed to be the savior.
Right.
Well, no, because Aaron Rodgers got a kick out. He's got a Super Bowl defense. He's got stud receivers in New York, so he needs to go and have a hell of a year. He got a squad on offense,
and I actually think he will. I think he's gonna ball out in New York. Real talk.
That sucks, but yeah, I do too.
Russell Wilson,
big time.
Russell Wilson.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on with Sean Payton. He better.
Sean Payton.
But now he's learning a new offense again. So he learned a new offense last year, and now he's learning a new offense this year. And remember, it's not just the quarterback who's got to learn the new offense. The timing, the receivers got to learn it. And are they going to keep the same pass protection? Are they going to have the same thing? Because if not, now the offensive line has to learn a new pass pro. So that's a whole other issue.
Russell will be okay with Sean Payton.
No, I think Russell and them will struggle. They'll struggle early. Because
he'll be okay with Sean Payton. He'll be okay.
I say in 24. I say in 24. I think you better watch out for Russell. In 2024, once they get that first year under the belt, I think Russell Wilson and that Denver Bronco team, they're gonna challenge that AFC West title.
Well, Russell always plays better.
Ass conference.
Yeah.
Russell always plays better when Sierra knocked up.
What?
What?
I'm just saying.
No, but the man play better when he got a pregnant wife.
I mean, unfortunately for him, he has a top tier coach, and it is a new system he's learning. But remember, everything Denver gave up to get him, coming in and having
that's why the pressure is on.
The year he had last year, I don't think the Denver fans are gonna be too patient. Denver fans ain't gonna sit and look at it like, well, it's his first.
You got to throw Lamar in there because
not top 5. Point. Maybe top 10. No, not
Lamar ain't got no pressure. He just finally got paid. He ain't got no pressure.
Man, listen,
he just finally got paid.
No,
Lamar. I think Lamar is up there because one, he got to play the whole season, especially the back half. Because for 2 years,
hey man, Lamar just got his money. He ain't got no pressure.
It ain't about. I'm not talking about the money. Lamar has to win. How many playoff victories do Lamar got?
That ain't Lamar's fault.
Bro, it's always gonna come back on the quarterback.
You take the good with the bad.
Yeah, just like
that ain't Lamar's fault, man.
3 or 4 of those losses weren't Justin Fields' fault.
Right.
Colin Coward.
Exactly. But guess what? It's blamed on the QB. No matter win or lose, it's the QB. So you, like you said, Lefty, you got to take the highs and you got to take the lows. Yeah. Lamar has to ball out because 2 years, week 14, he's gone.
No, Lamar has to stay healthy. He don't have to ball out. Lamar's Lamar. He has to stay healthy. I agree with you at the end of the year. Yes, I agree with that. But let's not say it's pressure on him to ball out or whatever. He finally got his money.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
That an MVP should have got 2 damn years ago.
Yeah, I wouldn't even put him.
It ain't his damn fault.
I wouldn't put him in that.
Yeah, he ain't under no pressure. Now I agree he needs to stay healthy. I give you that. Yeah, but he ain't under no pressure. Not like the quarterbacks we name it.
Probably more pressure on Baker Mayfield. He's trying to stay in the damn league.
But out of the quarterbacks we naming, I agree. I'm not gonna say pressure Justin Fields. I ain't gonna say really pressure because the Bears ain't expected to win. But I'm gonna say pressure to prove yours. Like if you're gonna be that dude,
you gotta take a big leap.
Then you take a leap to say, I ain't just a running quarterback. I can actually throw this thing. Give me some weapons. I'll show you what I can do. I'll say he's under pressure like that. He's not under pressure to win. He's under pressure to show. He's under pressure to show. Okay, give me some weapons. Let me show you what I can do. I was running for my life. I ain't got to really do that if you give me some weapons. Well, that's the pressure he's under.
The other side of the pressure too, it's almost contract time. This year 3.
That's what. Okay, that's what I'm leading to.
I get all of that.
That's what I'm leading to.
When you talk about that pressure, it's
that's what I'm leading
all about the W.
Almost contract time.
It's all about the W.
Mm-hmm. But they'll tag him. He ain't going nowhere. But
Josh Allen got pressure, so he can finally take them over the top.
No, but he's still only in year 3. You can start with the you could pick up his 5th-year contract, 5th-year option.
Quarterback, you got time.
You got year 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah.
All right, and you can give him a contract extension in year 3, 4, 5 if you want. So you know what? If Justin Fields shows, and if the Bears lose not because of Justin Fields. All right, if you have a couple more situations, Cairo Santos misses the extra point against the Dolphins. Darnell Mooney, Bob double catches the ball on the goal line against the Commanders. All right, those are 2 wins right there. All right, those are literally wins for the Bears.
Don't leave out Detroit too.
And I mean,
dude, I'm
to
scared
go back to your question.
As much shit as I'm talking about Detroit,
pressure, Lefty.
I'm scared about Detroit. I'm scared of Detroit.
Really is it pressure on Goff to repeat what he did last year?
No.
Definitely.
No.
Yeah, he's 8 out of 10.
I would say no. It ain't no pressure on Goff because Detroit is predicted to be good, not win the damn Super Bowl.
But they predicted to win that division.
Yeah,
they predicted to win the division. They predicted to be good. They predicted to make the playoffs. But I wouldn't say pressure on Goff.
That's pressure.
But here's where it all comes down to more than anything. That draft class next year. If you got questions, if you kind of teeter on your quarterback, and you looking at some of these, they saying like 2 or 3 of these kids are special.
Hold on.
Quarterbacks said the same thing about it. They said the same thing about that class. They said about Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields,
Trevor Lawrence is special.
But here's the thing though. That's for them bottom feeding teams. Detroit is going to make the playoffs. You talking about them bottom feeding teams that's not going to make the playoffs. They got a chance to get these quarterbacks that's coming out.
Detroit is going to make the playoffs. Detroit is going to make the playoffs. But if Goff don't perform like he did last year, guess what? If he fall back into what you call him, noodle arm, Lefty, if he go back to noodle arm, guess what?
No,
bye playoff chance.
Not a noodle arm, but he'll overthrow a screen.
But you got to remember, it's just if we're using the same logic with Justin Fields, listen, if we're using the same logic as Justin Fields, okay, this is 2nd year in the system. All right, this is Goff's 2nd year in the system. And look what he did last year. They finished up 8 out of the last 10 games they won.
Yeah.
All right, they were on a roll. He's getting Jameson. He's getting receivers back now. Stud receiver, the kid from Alabama who was hurt. He's getting receivers back. Yeah, there's a lot. That's why I said I'm very concerned about Detroit. I know I joke about them and say Detroit's going to Detroit themselves, like they're already starting because you got how many guys suspended because of gambling. Yeah, man, at the end of the season, dude, they're again just like the Bears. They're in the second season with of the same offensive system, same defensive system. You got receivers coming back. You got a coach who's got a great culture over there. Remember, everyone was laughing at Dan Campbell when he was talking about biting kneecaps and shit like that when he first came. Like, what is this goofball? And what are they doing now? They ain't laughing at him now. They ain't laughing at him now because what he was doing.
Detroit,
he was
they'll run through a wall for dude though. Like they play.
Who you telling? Who you telling?
Detroit's
I will
biggest
say,
obstacle is FanDuel.
I really don't want to use the excuse of different systems and different coordinators and stuff like that. There's a lot of quarterbacks that go through that. There's a lot of quarterbacks that go through different systems, different offensive coordinators, different it's a lot of quarterbacks go through that, dog. So I don't want to use that as an excuse.
It's a valid reason for people not living up to.
There's a lot of quarterbacks that hell, Daniel Jones went through 5 quarterbacks since he's been in the league.
Oh, coordinators, right? Yeah.
Coordinators, rather. Yeah. Coordinators, coaches, all that, right? Dak Prescott just lost dude that went to San Diego.
Yeah, the offensive coordinator, yeah.
So there's a lot of coordinators that come in yearly. Not necessarily the coach, but there's a lot of coordinators that come in. Philadelphia lost the defense and offensive coordinator.
I don't put Dak in the top 5
because Jalen Hurts got to go to another
Dak ain't going nowhere.
Right.
It's McCarthy that's going away. The pressure is on the head coach down in Dallas.
So
it ain't on Dak.
Here's the issue.
It is on Dak. Because they're going to be looking to get rid of Dak.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Do you keep the same system? See, if your coordinators can come and go, but if you keep the same system, if you run the same system, you're fine. I don't have to learn a new terminology. My wide receivers don't have to learn a new terminology. The route tree is the same. Offensive pass protection is the same. It's just a different guy calling the plays. Just like, which is why what the Bears are doing, because if Justin Fields goes ham this year, then Getsy's going to start getting some offers. So now they want to keep it in-house with Janoko as the quarterback coach. So now they just want to bring him up, use the same system. And if you do that, if you use the same system, okay, and chances are, if your quarterback coach, you're with him a lot anyway. So you have a good feel for it.
I use the same system with a different offensive coordinator, though.
If you keep it in-house, that's what he's saying. He's saying you keep it in-house. You move the quarterback coach up into the OC, it's the same system.
Oh, and there's no change. In-house. Okay.
Yeah.
If you go outside,
move him up. Yeah, if you bring somebody else in, now he's got to learn the system. And then, but if you move up, and this is why it's important who your quarterback coach is in hiring. Is he a guy that you feel can be an offensive coordinator in a year or two?
Okay, question. I got a question for y'all. Philadelphia lost their offensive and defensive coordinator.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't hire in-house. They didn't hire in-house though.
Yeah, but that coordinator gonna run the same system.
So
he ain't gonna come in and run system.
But you got a new coordinator come in now. You got a new coordinator come in.
He's just calling the plays. He ain't gonna change the system. The coordinator they brought in runs the same system as the guy they lost.
He runs the same system.
But the guy that's coming in, Lamar Jackson's new coordinator, runs his own damn system.
Now that's different. That's different.
What are we talking about?
So Lamar Jackson, but that coordinator is going to still have to tweak it to his strengths. You can't come in and just say you can't come in all of a sudden and make Lamar a pocket passer. That's not going to work. We know that's not going to work, right? And even let's take it back. I think that was one of the biggest issues with Jay Cutler here in Chicago. Different coordinators, damn near
6 and 8 years. 6 and 8,
right? And every coordinator ran a totally different system.
Mike Martz wants the man to run back eight steps.
Martz got him.
And couldn't change the play. Couldn't audible.
Right.
Run what I told you, damn it, it works. Who won the Super Bowl? Me or you? My shit works.
Right. How you cuss your coordinator out on national TV?
On national TV, I'll never forget that.
Hey,
F you.
That's classic. That's classic.
That's classic. That's why I love Cutler, dude. He's my favorite Bear quarterback. Not named Justin Fields.
Right. That was classic, dude.
You're getting me killed.
Right.
As we get carted off the field, he gives March the finger as he's getting carted off the field.
On national TV. Now that's classic. I forgot about that. That's classic.
Hey, but he wasn't lying.
No, he's right.
Not one person said he was lying.
Hey, you give him the flip for that.
Not one person said he was lying. Yep. Not one person.
Hey, the owner was like, He ain't lying.
Lovey was like this. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the hell happening right now. Cover two.
Hey,
he shouldn't be doing that, right? He shouldn't be doing that on national TV. He ain't wrong, but he still shouldn't be doing that.
Virginia picked up that phone like, fuck you too.
Oh man, Jay Cutler, classic.
But man, that's Smoking
Classic,
Jay. I love
man.
him.
Yeah.
Classic. Well, that's a Chicago moment right there. That's a Chicago moment, man.
Moment
Hey,
in Chicago history.
we got about half an hour left, man. I kind of wanted to switch it over to the NBA because I think it done flew under the radar. Hasn't got a lot of talk, but this NBA in-season tournament, mid-season,
Yeah, what
it's
exactly
like
is it, man? I've been trying to. What exactly is
three
it? Like,
You
teams
gotta
from the
explain that
East,
to me.
3 teams from the West, and it's gonna be a NBA Cup trophy to the winner. And all games played will count towards the season, except for the championship game in this little in-season tournament.
makes no
It's
sense.
just like, what?
So my understanding is it starts at the beginning of the season. So you're in a bracket, right, with other teams, right? And then when you win so many games or whatever,
It won't be your top
when
tier
the
teams,
mid-season
though.
tournament starts, it's like they rank you, and then it dwindles down until they got a championship in Vegas in December. But
So
it really
it's like
starts in October.
So it's like the Maui Invitational or some shit, or like in high school, the holiday tournaments or some shit. Like what is the?
I don't know. It's really stupid to me. It really makes no sense.
It makes zero sense.
Because if you're trying to, if your goal is to stop load management, players are still going to load manage. It doesn't matter whether it's an in-season tournament or not. So I don't get what's the end goal here. So now you're gonna get, so if you crown a champion with the in-season tournament, what the hell does that mean?
Right, that's me. I mean,
You're
I
still
never
playing for the
understood.
ultimate goal.
I never
I think
understood.
it's all about revenue, man. It's something.
It's
It
a way
has
to
to
drum
boil
up more
down to
money.
some
Yeah,
revenue.
you're right. You're
But
right.
what additional revenue is it really gonna bring in? I mean, like fans
I
are gonna
mean,
pack the stadium to see the tournament championship. Like if they wasn't gonna pack it for a regular season game, they ain't gonna pack it for a bullshit.
but the
But the
thing is,
championship is
it's
in
not for,
Vegas.
it's not for your
It's like
top
the
tier
final.
teams.
It's like the
It's gonna
final
be
four is in Vegas. So it's
right.
the
It's gonna
final
be the
four. So it's 2 games
lower
in Vegas, like the
teams.
final four.
They trying to drum up money and try to get a little more excitement for the teams that are not going to be in the top 10 when it comes down to the playoffs. It'll be those teams.
Here's how you get teams like that more
So if
excited.
you're the Bulls, you win the in-season tournament, but you ain't gonna be nowhere near in May.
Here's how you get those teams excited. Win.
You threw it out there, Ben. I had to take it.
Just get better. How about that?
Right. How about that?
Just get
Those are
better.
facts.
Because what is the in-season tournament gonna do?
It does.
Well,
it
we
does
had
absolutely.
we had these same reservations for the play-in. Remember the play-in? What?
Well, the
If
plan
you
and
were
work.
in the top it worked. But
It worked.
we all said top
Still
8,
not a fan.
you in or you not.
I'm still
Period.
not
Like
a
you
fan.
said,
I'm
Lefty,
still
get better.
not a fan. I'm still not a fan of playing. If I finish in the top 8,
Nah, we was
I should be
watching them
in my
playing.
conference.
Don't do
No,
that.
the
We was
games were
watching them
good.
playing.
No, don't get me wrong. The games were good, but I
Yeah.
still feel like you got 82 damn games to get into the top 8 to get in the playoff. Why are we giving you additional games for teams who weren't good enough in the regular season to make it?
I mean, I
To get
agree
in the
with that.
top 8, it don't make sense to me. It's still the logic
I agree
behind it
with
is still
Gandhi.
idiotic to me.
David Stern is turning over in his grave right now.
All right, like what are we doing?
Stern would have never did none of this.
I don't know.
But Adam Silver is so scared of the players that he goes along with anything. Adam Silver, look, man, y'all, hey, he ain't David Stern. He's actually scared of the players. That's just facts.
Yeah, but he was under Stern.
So he goes
the
along
whole
with whatever
time.
the players want to do. He ain't gonna step on the players' toes or none of that.
But do the players
He's
want this?
scared of
Do
the
the players want this in-game tournament? And a lot of players don't
They
agree with
probably
the
ain't got no
plan either.
choice.
Yeah,
And this came from the deputy. This didn't come from Silver. This came from Adam Stern's deputy. This was his brainchild.
Yeah, I don't.
The players probably ain't got no choice in the matter.
I mean, that's true. I mean, to me, it's look. I like to feel like regular season counts. If we busting our ass to get in the top 8, and then I get there and just say somebody gets hurt or we have an off night and we lose, and so my 82 games I got in the top 8. I'm the seventh. I'm the 7th and the 8th seed, not just the 8th seed, the 7th and the 8th seed. I get to number 7, and we have a bad 2-game stretch. Now I'm out of the playoffs. It's just the
Yeah.
logic behind it doesn't.
And a team that ain't been top 8 all year that
Oh
finished
yeah,
9th can actually beat you in advance, i.e., the Miami Heat, and go all the way to the finals. They didn't knock you out. Now you done been top 7, top 8 all year.
but the Heat were 8, weren't they? Weren't the Heat 8th, 7th, to 8th? Because they lost their first game against Atlanta in that play-in.
They did. I thought they
And
was
then
9th. But go ahead.
then they beat Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah, they lost and they beat Chicago,
Yeah.
so they was in top 8. So they were already there. The Bulls were the one that would have snuck in because they were 9. So the Bulls would have snuck in, but yeah, it don't make sense to me. But no, I don't like in-game tournament. I don't like in-season tournaments for professional sports. That makes no sense to me at all.
Right. What is this? The NCAA?
You notice they doing it before Christmas, right?
Mm-hmm. And where's the NBA struggling with revenue? I'm trying to figure that out.
Those are facts right there. They not.
What they need to focus on is that bullshit All-Star game. That's what they need to focus on.
That's what they need to fix.
God.
Hey guys, in 2019, 2020, the NBA, and I couldn't find anything else. The NBA generated $8 billion in sales. So that's from
Bro, you're giving players $200 million. Individuals are getting $200 million. So you ain't struggling. You ain't struggling.
No, it's not. But that's 200 million. But that's you break it down over years. So like that was $8 billion for 1 year. 2019, 2020 season, $8 billion. Yeah.
Yeah. So that they have to give me some type of reasoning for it that makes sense. Like, what can you come in and like? What are you advertising? What are you?
So let me finish reading. So that's what they generated in revenue. All right, all their sales. Okay, so they got the expenses. So the NBA had 6.1 billion in expenses. So they came up basically. The NBA came up with $2 billion after, you got the players, you got the office staff, you got all this other stuff, the expenses, traveling first class, 5-star hotels and everything. So the NBA. Now, I don't believe the NBA is a non-for-profit like the NFL is. I don't believe they are. Okay, so each team is going to have a different amount. Like the NFL, all the teams except the Green Bay Packers, well, that goes to the shareholders. But all the teams will get $300 million. As a non-for-profit, like the NFL, everyone gets their $300 million at the end of the year. The NBA is different. I think it's not a non-for-profit organization like the NFL. So
right, they share revenue between all the teams, whether you are the last team in the league or the first team in the league. So this might be a way to drum up more financial capital for those lower teams to add more to the pot. That's the only thing that I can think that they're trying to get them more revenue.
They trying to get them notoriety because they know damn well they ain't gonna be around in May.
If your team 10 games under 500, I don't care. In the middle of the season, I'm not going to no in-season tournament. I don't care. The stadium ain't packed in the regular season. Ain't gonna pack for a bullshit in-season tournament. It's just not. I don't.
So if Detroit wins the in-season tournament, we know damn well we're not gonna see them starting in May.
The wheel guard gonna celebrate.
Will guy gonna celebrate. You right about that.
All of Detroit is gonna celebrate.
All right. That's what you're gonna put on your coaching resume. I'm an in-season tournament champion. That's gonna be on the coaching resume.
Yep.
Hey, I don't know, man. More to come on this, man. I just don't. I don't know. I was trying to figure out the ins and outs of it, looking at it, and I was just like, what? I'm confused. I was totally confused about it. Hey, Kev, they giving your boy credit for the year he sat out as far as years of service.
Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I saw that. I saw that.
Hey,
yeah.
they said
So
they
he
was trying.
officially gets a credit year or some shit to go.
Right.
Hey
I saw
man,
that.
first things first, clown them so bad when they said Brooklyn was trying to put him in a trade package. Who the hell taking that? Like, who taking him? Come on now. His value is trash. And you got to match his salary? Come on now.
Man,
He'll
I
be bought
mean,
out. He'll be bought out next year.
Yeah,
yeah.
they probably gonna go another year before they can get in the buyout range.
Yep, they're
You
gonna
buy
go
him out
another year.
now,
They're
it's
gonna
too
buy
much
him out.
money.
Right. They're gonna go another year. They're gonna buy him out.
So he gonna
Yeah.
come in camp. It's gonna be his back. It's gonna, he.
So
Hey
Gabe,
man,
you do got a point. That tournament is gonna be, they're gonna have it on national, so we gonna watch it.
we gonna watch it.
Yeah, but I don't think it's
Just
gonna
like
be
we
a.
watch the play-in. We're
But
gonna watch it.
I don't think it's gonna be big because the NBA is unlike the NFL and Major League Baseball, is star driven. You watch for the players. You watch for the star players. You got, some people are just fans of their team, their home team, or whatever it is. But overall, most people watch for the players they like. This is my favorite player. And like, I'm a LeBron fan. So whatever team he on, I mess with. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't, if you don't have big name stars in this in-game tournament, I don't see what it's gonna do.
But it's all teams though. It ain't certain teams. It's every team involved in it.
Right, that's what I'm
No,
They're
saying.
gonna read it
no,
out to December.
Only
Now,
certain
now
teams.
no.
the problem I got with it is you're gonna do that during the start of the season.
Kev, it's
You ain't really got a
16.
lot of fans. Now we
It's
watch,
only
we
6
basketball
teams in this
fans.
It's
tournament.
only 6 teams, kid. It ain't the whole league. Only 6 teams.
No,
Now they ain't selected the teams, but it's
Right,
6
only
teams in
6
the
teams.
tournament. 3 from the East, 3 from the West.
no, I thought it was every team. Y'all need to research
No,
that. It's every team,
no.
bro.
Now
It's
I
it's
do know
broken in the
that.
bracket. Cause the Lakers are in the bracket with damn near their whole division and another other team. Like it's brackets, and then when they start the season and play games, your losses takes you out of the tournament. We need to research that, dog. But my thing is they're doing it at the beginning of the year. It's a lot of, not me, but it's a lot of NBA fans don't come around until Christmas. Because technically it's still football season.
NFL, yeah, still NFL.
So if they're
don't.
doing that at the
I don't
beginning of
start
the year,
watching basketball till Christmas either.
I watch both because I'm an NBA, I'm a basketball dude, so I watch both. But I'm not, but football and basketball be combined. It culminates in December. Well, now we going off to nitty gritty time in football. So if they do this shit on like the weekends and Sundays, hey dog, that nitty gritty time for football, people gonna be more into NFL at that time.
You got Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, and that's it.
Okay, so
You figure
so
the
they're gonna
average
have
fan
group play.
the average fan don't come in till Christmas.
Yep.
So I'm looking at it right now. They're gonna have group play, so it's gonna be like the Olympics.
Yeah.
All 30 teams
Yes.
gonna randomly be drawn
Everybody and then
into
drill
groups
them
of
down.
5. And groups of 5.
Right.
So that's how it's just gonna weed itself out between November 3rd to December 9th. And then that semifinals will be December 7th, in Vegas. So you're right, Kev. It's gonna be all 30 teams, and they randomly. So it could be, Eastern, 2 Western teams playing each other, or it could be, West and the East. It's randomly drawn. Okay, I see it now. Then they got knockout rounds. Yeah, this gonna be crazy.
It just goes. So as you play in regular games, it goes by your win and loss record leading up into December.
Yeah. Adam Silver, focus on the All-Star game. Please fix the All-Star game. Do something. Fix the dunk contest. Fix all that shit. Like, fix it.
I think you scratch the dunk contest.
Or fix it. Bring in the N1 guys with the dunk contest.
Man,
pay them money to come in and entertain.
Right.
If the NBA players don't want to do it, that's cool. Then bring in the N1 guys that do the dunk contest. Pay them to entertain the NBA fans.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Get a winner 100,000.
Get a winner. Or you can have a you know how they do the NBA and the summer league that they used to do way past the Bulls tournament down on the lake, 3-on-3. They moved it out south.
Yep.
You could do the NBA, whatever, and you could have a dunk contest in every city, and whoever wins advances.
Yep.
You could do whoever wins in the cities. You do the championship. Everybody come together at the NBA All-Star game.
It'll be watched.
They can pay their own way there, whatever, right? But you get a winner and maybe the runner-up money. You got an NBA. It ain't gonna hurt you.
Again, there ain't no fixing the Pro Bowl. I don't think
But
it'll
it'll be more entertaining to watch those guys than it will be with NBA guys that don't want to do it.
What happened to the dude who won last year? What after that?
McClurg.
Yeah, what happened to him?
He was a two-way player on Philly, and you ain't heard from him.
Yeah, he got the two-way deal. I don't know if he actually signed a contract with Philly, but I think he's still on that two-way deal where you
We didn't see him in the playoffs.
And not at all.
Oh no, he didn't make the playoff roster. Or he was so deep on the bench you didn't see him.
I don't think he made the playoff roster at all.
So that's what I'm saying. Bring in guys out of the N1 circuit or whatever that seriously does this across the country.
Yeah,
it'll be more entertaining since these spoiled rich guys don't want to do it. That's cool. Leave them out of it. Let them be spoiled and rich. Bring in guys that actually want to do it to be more entertaining.
I'm with you on that. I totally agree.
Candy say McClurg is working at Home Depot in Houston.
Come on, man.
He probably is. Hey, with his trophy at his register.
No, he wearing it on his neck, baby. He got it around his neck, walking around through the aisles. How can I help you?
Customer needs assistance in the paint aisle. He come with a trophy. Sit your ass down.
He out getting the carts.
Right. Come on, man.
With his trophy.
Right. Come on, man. Y'all, you know, y'all wrong, man.
Oh,
Candy, you started that one. Candy, you started that one.
Come on, man.
Hey, also, did y'all? I know we was watching some of the NBA summer leagues. Did you see how they was trying to implement the flop rule?
Yes.
Yeah, they're gonna have a time with that.
They gonna have a huge. Remember, they tried it before in the NBA, the flop rule, but now, you know, they adding a free throw and the ball.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's needed, and I think
they're gonna have a time with that though. I don't know how they.
Hopefully, it does. It's gonna be hard on the refs. It's definitely gonna be hard on the refs.
Then every play though, how you gonna stop the game?
Hopefully, it don't slow the game.
It's gonna slow the game down.
It already is.
What is it gonna do for your boy though, Lefty, the king of it?
Nah, man, LeBron ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah, it's Lefty. Come on, man.
He'll just stop doing it. I mean, for what? You just stop. Don't do it. It's
just, right, LeBron's smart enough not to do it.
Right, it's just not.
But your Patrick Beverleys, you know,
at the and I think it's gonna get the game. Hopefully, it gets the game back to being where guys are playing, not trying to like trick the officials. Right. Guys playing like now. Everybody's playing for fouls. Everybody's rolling around on the damn floor, which I think plays a big part in a lot of injuries now. Basketball is not meant to be played from the floor. You're not supposed to be getting up every other play off the ground. So your Embiid,
one player fall, somebody step on him, and let it be a 6'10" player. They go down, and then when they go down hard.
Well, somebody tell Anthony Davis that.
And Joel Embiid. Please tell Joel Embiid that.
Yeah, him too.
My damn nerves.
Yeah,
he drives me crazy with it. And his big ass. Didn't he put Danny Green out? Didn't he fall into Danny Green knee or something?
Yeah.
And ended up putting him out for the season. Was it Embiid? He was in Philly, I think, when that happened.
Yeah, he fell back, and that knee went the way it ain't supposed to go.
Yeah, you're right.
The knee went in the direction that it is not supposed to go.
Guys rolling on ankles. People rolling on ankles.
280 pounds coming down on you. Yeah.
Definitely. I mean,
that's like if Tim fell on you, Damani. You out for about what?
Tim, my boy,
3 to 4.
That's my friend, man. Don't talk about Tim Smith.
If Tim fall on you, you're gonna be out for the year.
Come on, man. It's Tim, man. My boy, man.
Playing.
That's my man.
Hey,
He my boy.
we got about 5 minutes before we go into the closing remarks, man. Thanks for watching Sports Zone and watching the fellas. But I'll say this: I like the increased exposure of the WNBA, man. Uh, they own Friday nights. They not on ESPN. They on Ion. But I watched a few games over the last couple of weeks, man. They play hard, man, and they got some ballers.
Only thing play on Ion is Law and Order marathons.
And blue.
I'm actually watching them right now, and they on ESPN right now. I'm gonna tell you how it go. I just watch basketball, right? They be on ESPN, NBA TV, CBS Network, CBS Sports Network. Like they just be on different stuff. So I watch, and I agree with you, Ben. They got some girls that can hoop.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Like
but
straight
now,
up hoop.
I mean, now, I mean,
Like,
man, that All-Star game was entertaining to me. It was pretty entertaining.
Yeah, the 3-point contest
Yeah.
dropped to 37. I
mean,
say
now,
you throw her in with the men and see how she pan out.
dude, she couldn't miss.
let's not go
She
there.
couldn't miss,
Somebody
bro.
in a
I'm just
3-point
saying.
shootout.
She was hitting,
Yeah.
bro. She was hitting the money balls.
Yeah,
She couldn't miss.
She killed.
And just
But I
for,
mean,
just for shits and giggles,
like
whoever wins the men's, have her show up and let's have a shoot off and see what happens. I'm just saying, just for shits and giggles, that would be interesting to watch.
Well, and I think that in the WNBA, like the game is evolving. Now you're starting to see a little more, some shake and bake. You're starting to see motherfuckers getting crossed, and it's getting it's not that old basic, basketball no more. Like these girls can hoop.
They
Like,
not on the floor
they put on a
like they
show.
used to be.
Yeah,
Every time you turn around, somebody was on the floor.
Yeah.
Now they balling. They got some skip to the loo crossovers. They got some
can hoop,
hee
dog.
hee.
If you watch the Aces,
Mm-hmm.
bro, and I ain't even talking about Candace Parker. Candace Parker, she old, she play here and there. But if you watch like Chelsea Gray, the point guard, Kelsey Plum, like the shooting guard.
Oh, that point guard got handles.
Hey,
Yeah.
she be
handles.
she be doing it.
On the screen.
No look, I'm talking about everything.
Handles.
Asia Wilson is unguardable.
Mm-hmm.
So if you really watch basketball and watch how they play, that's why they blowing everybody out. Ain't nobody gonna beat them this shit, man. They're gonna win it. Let's everybody get over it. But if you watch them, bro, it's straight basketball.
Yeah, they hooping.
Like they passing, they moving, they, you know what I mean? Like they a beast.
Yeah.
Like I know a lot of people don't watch women's basketball, but I just watch basketball in general. Now they be hooping. Like they got some players. That girl out of Dallas from Notre Dame, a Dookie, she got an African name.
Oh,
she
the
can fill it up.
Chick?
She can fill it up.
Yeah.
Never saw a shot she ain't like.
Yeah.
But she can fill it up.
So
now you gotta watch it. Oh wow.
Ain't that the pot calling the kettle black? That a bitch.
Just saying. I'm just saying. Hey man, let's get into our parting shots, man. KDL, I'll let you start it off.
The usual. Thank everybody for tuning in, man. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the ride. Hey, Gandy, I know it's 100 degrees, man. Appreciate the love. Hope you in some air. Hey, SmokeFella's had a ball last night. Well, as they say now, a time was had. Last night for our man Ty, man. Happy birthday coming up, man. Today, Sly Dog, who wasn't on the show today, coming to represent you, brother. Happy birthday, happy 50th. We in the building today, Society Cigars in Indiana.
Lefty.
Yeah. I mean, same thing, man. Thanks everybody for tuning in, the comments, everything, man. Some great input this week on the subjects we had. Happy birthday, Ty. We definitely had a ball last night. The first of his 25 parties he throwing and shit. But Neither here
Right.
nor there. Yeah, but it, no,
Neither here nor there.
it was a great time, man. Getting much love for baby fella. People showed up and showed out. Today, Big Sly Dog's 50th, Angry Man himself, man. If you ain't doing nothing, come celebrate. It's gonna definitely be a time. Chicago Cigar Week coming up this week, big time. So that's a lot going on. And then August 5th, our summer brunch series. Summer brunch series, man. Us and SmokeFella's, Smoke Sisters. Saturday, August 5th, man. Come on out. You're gonna get it's a nice spread. It's always a beautiful time, man. We're gonna party. We're gonna turn it into a whole party, man. We're celebrating Sheikah's birthday. It's gonna be a time. So, man, keep following us. Also, if y'all caught us on social media, y'all saw the say the date, September 3rd, the big One Smoke One Love picnic. It's gonna be great. So a lot coming up. Summertime shy. Don't owe me nothing. Don't
Hey,
owe me
Lefty,
nothing.
as I keep
Hey,
telling you, year 50 has been a whole vibe
Man.
for you and I, the fellas. You know, just
Whew.
the whole. It's been a movie for 2023. Kev, too bad you couldn't be a part of this summer with your birthday, but we'll catch you in January.
it's all good. I'm a Capricorn, man. I love my birthday. I want to throw in too, for those of you that watching, Wildcats. Next Saturday, Thornton Township High School alumni picnic. Y'all know the business. Y'all know what it is. For those of you that are watching, see y'all next week.
And at 50, I'm finna take a nap before Sly Party.
Hey,
I need a nap.
I'm with you on that, bro. I'm not. I'm tired. I'm tired of y'all. I'm tired of y'all. These
Now, I'm
parties.
tired of y'all. My
Man,
birthday in January. I'm all y'all birthdays all back to back to back. I'm sick of y'all.
I'm
All
tired
the
of
signs.
I'm tired of
Cancer,
us.
Leo,
I'm
Gemini,
tired of
Sag.
us.
I'm tired of us.
I'm
Period.
tired of us. Cause man,
Shit.
like I say, it's been a whole movie, and like you said, the vibe has been unreal. So for everybody that kicked it with us over the last couple of months, man, we appreciate you guys. Keep watching the show. You know, we're trying to bring it to you every week. Some of the sports news out there, and some of our jokes and laughter and all of that, man. We just appreciate you guys, for watching us. And as I always say, make sure that you catch the other shows that's on Sports Zone because
Yes,
they
sir.
just as wild as us. They just as wild as us. Well, I ain't gonna say that. Ain't nobody wilder than us. Let's keep that real. But
Right. Right. Not
but
like
man,
us, baby.
it's a lot of sports information and talk that goes on Sports Zone, man. Make sure you get the app because you get a lot of information, and it's straight to the point. You don't get all of the the mainstream uh, where they have to say this and they have to say that. This is coming straight from the heart.
We ain't worried about getting laid off.
So right, so right, ain't no layoffs over here. Ain't no layoffs over here. But hey, as I say at the end of every show, where there's smoke,
There's the
And
fellas.
fellas,
And a lot of alcohol.
facts, and
facts.
Tylenol.
Peace.
You can take us on out of here, Sean. We see y'all next week.
So I was serious about that nap thing too, just so y'all know.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't think he was playing.